Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Demon Deacons will put total leather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will go on the attack first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A first down for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. Turning it on. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Do not kick it to 22.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. He's looking to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. Those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So Wake Forest offense will have its first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Wide run to the right. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Gets the back moving. To the air on 2nd down. There's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack. Throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Complete to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Got it in the middle, it's Ship. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Cobb. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Gregory. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
The Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open. And as a result, it's an incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Under fire. Fires downfield. He's got it. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Gonna run it. It's Bryant. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here comes the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And nobody responsible for picking up the free safety because, David, frankly, I don't believe they thought he was coming.
No, and whose responsibility is that? The quarterback. If I see the free safety blitzing, I'm throwing the ball deep to somebody to make a play because he can't cover deep anymore, so put that in your back pocket. They want to bring that safety blitz. I'm going to make them pay, and I'm going to throw the ball deep.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They'll line up for the field goal try as we start the second quarter. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That brings him to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ship. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing the straight.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Cobb. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs. They're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Nice move there. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grabbed in the middle. It's Farmer. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. Second down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away, because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. That's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
Got his man in the middle. Trying to rumble in. Touchdown, UNC! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Hand off from the shotgun. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 45. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Got it in the middle. It's Cobb. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tar Heels are on the move. On the ground, it's Goss. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Tar Heels will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll go to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Under fire. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll run it here on third and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heels. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That touchdown gives this team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. How about that weight room work he's showing off there as he gets across the 20? They'll mark it at the 22. They'll try to get the first through the air. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your...
And the defense, got him at the 27.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Got a man. It's Phillips. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the first down. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Looking downfield very late in the half. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Fires to the big fella. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line. Caught over the middle. It's Phillips. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going to take a shot on second and short. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And if you're going to throw a heater like that as a quarterback, you better be accurate because tips lead to picks, especially when you're throwing it over the middle of the field. That time trying to find his tight end, but it is not an accurate throw. It goes up in the air, and the defense makes him pay with the pick.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Tar Heels will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
This offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The give to the back. Nice move to keep running.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Gonna swing it on second down. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, North Carolina! And the punishment has been extended. Now Well, they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. On the run, it's Bryant. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the back. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. And the Demon Deacons will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's popped. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The Tar Heels have this offense rolling. They're going to run it. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The give on the inside. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, UNC! Fitted in the window for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
35, Wake Forest 6.
He'll return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Brought down, but a flag is also down. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. They'll send the back in motion. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Got his man quickly. Tripped up for the tackle.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Demon Deacons will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. From the gun, the ground game. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They go to the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Demon Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Yeah, no mystery there. 3rd down, just let the quarterback keep it himself. How about the push up front by the offensive line to help get that first?
The Demon Deacons will line it up on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And the Demon Deacons come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to sneak it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Finds his man. It's Bryant. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. The Demon Deacons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Roberts. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Thanks to grab. And they reacted well to the complete. It was too late to keep him from getting the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. After the flag, it's 1st and 5 for the offense. Looking to throw again. With the catch, it's Dixon. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. And the Demon Deacons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. A fair catch just inside the 40. Looking for a man. It's Roberts. Caught in the backfield, it's Dixon. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Jones. Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, this They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. On target. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on second down. We'll send the tight end in motion. Trying play action. Grab behind the line. It's Jones. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Field goal is good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this fourth quarter and get the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tar Heels come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Here on third down for this offense. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Demon Deacons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They run into a bit of trouble here. Third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the fourth quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go! Let's go!
They go to the ground. Got a little space. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers turning it on. The 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Central Michigan needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Mount Pleasant behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Ball State. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Demon Deacons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Jones. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Right on the money. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.